can't put color on dark skin. You're wrong. Skirt, cut the cameras, dead ass. What? Like, why would you say that? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to bring this video to you. This is definitely gonna be something different, something I would say, I don't know, just like a more kind of like fun talking topic in general. This has been long awaited. I definitely got some inquiries about it and people have been very interested in hearing about my experience, so I'm finally bringing it to you. A video about my experience as a dark skin canvas on Ink Master. Yay! I was on season 10, episode 4 of Ink Master. I'm not sure if you remember, but once you realize that, I look a lot more familiar than you think. So I want to try and make this like as brief as possible, but I feel like I still want to answer as many questions as possible. So bear with me. I definitely have a lot of my points written down. Let me know if I forgot anything. If you have other questions, I can answer them for you in video or maybe on social media, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's get started. So applying for the show. Applying for the show was super easy. So I was watching the prior season. I was watching season 9, and of course across the bottom a little banner strip pops up and it says apply for me an Ink Master canvas. I know that they film in the New York State, like tri-state area. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm a shoo-in. Let me just go ahead, get my application in there. Applying was tedious, but it was still pretty easy. A lot more seamless than you would think. I just answered all their questions, submitted the criteria, full body headshot, whatever. Anything that I was pretty much interested, any tattoo idea that I've been brewing on, they ask you about your locations, your ideas, the reasoning. So they're pretty thorough. Like they don't want to just like set you up on some like bullshit, you know, and then it's just like one of those, what other shows is big now, like How Far is Tattoo Far or something, but whatever. I digress. So applying for the show is super easy. I heard back from them within like, I would say like 17 hours realistically. Very arbitrary number, I know, but I made sure that I met all their criteria. Heard back from them within like 17 hours, and I was pretty much like filming like what, maybe 2 days afterwards or 3 days afterwards. I just know that it was like boom bam bitty bop bop bow, and I was like signed up, and they're like, oh, meet us at location to be taken to location, you know, one of the following days, following week, whatever. So that was cool. I was just like in a van full of a bunch of other people. Won't get too deep into that. It's unnecessary. Like we've all ridden in cars before to places. You know what it's like. You get in, you buckle up, you vroom vroom, you get out. So cool. So my tattoo inspiration. Okay. I don't want to feel like I'm jumping too far ahead, but it's really good for you to know this level of context. So maybe post editing I can like throw in some clips of maybe cut to like clips of you seeing me on the show.
How's it going in here?
Oh, it's stressful.
I kept this design pretty simple, but I think I might have gone too small with it, and a lot of the details are getting really hard to see.
The outside petals on the rose, do you think I should leave a skin break, or do you think I should go solid?
Solid red on the inside, no blends.
Yeah. This is not going well.
1 hour left, guys, 1 hour.
Matt, you tell me what the separation styles is. There's none. There's none.
They'll prove themselves.
They have to. Everybody in this room better.
Ah, that's so badass. Can you give me another one?
Dude, I couldn't even see your tattoo, dude.
You know, there's only so much you can do.
Excuses.
Oh, we'll see.
Because I feel like they edited me to be so weird. But anyway, okay, I think it's best if I just keep giving you all the context that I can. Okay. Sorry, my makeup is showing up really well on camera. I didn't film a tutorial of this look, but if you leave enough noise in the comments, maybe I'll recreate it for you. Anyway, so my tattoo inspiration. Now, we don't know anything about the challenges. I only had 2 elements that I just did not want to negotiate on. Everything else I was cool to negotiate on. I was like, hey, listen, I just know that I want a big snake, and I know that I want like roses. It's like kind of commemorative because it's for my snake that passed away. Duh. I feel like I had like the perfect artist for it, you know? He seemed confident, I seemed confident, we all seemed confident, right? Wrong. So cue in the part where I tell them what I want for my tattoo idea. You know, it's like, oh no, you can't get color on that. I just wanted a snake to wrap around my thigh. And I figure they give you ample time to do these things. So, you know, which I was right. I also want you guys to see that I'm wearing clothes. That's another thing that I'm doing here. I have a mirror like right next to me, but yeah, like I just want you guys to see that I am wearing clothes. Not a professional exhibitionist. But yeah, so I wanted it to just, you know, be like kind of a memorial tattoo type of deal. I wanted it to be on my thigh. I knew the exact placement that I wanted. I wanted it on my thigh. And that was pretty much it. Those were the only set parameters that I had. Bada bing, bada boom. We go, we film, we schmooze. I get tattooed for 6 hours, whatever. So the set experience was like really, really cool. Like, I feel like it was smooth sailing for TV stuff. Like, you're gonna be stuck in a room until they need you, and then you go, you do it, blah blah. I feel like waiting was like the worst part. The other canvases were super cool. Some of them I still follow to this day. Like, we still mutually follow each other. Just mutual love, because we all got like tattoos at the same time. They had like little set sandwiches, and I just think that's good to say. Like, yeah, they do refresh you. Don't worry, you're not like completely lost on an electronic desert. I was nowhere near the other tattoo artists when they were having their little kiki moment, like after canvases said like, okay, this is what. Also, it was a skull pick episode. I feel like as soon as I walked on set and I saw the gold skulls, now I've been an avid fan of Ink Master throughout its seasons. You know, I've always watched some type of iteration of the show, so I understand when it's a skull pick, somebody's getting fucked over. So I saw those gold skulls and I was like, oh god damn, I'm about to be somebody's setup. No, I feel like my tattoo was super easy. Like, it didn't seem like a setup tattoo. There's a point in the show where, again, the canvases, they say like, oh, I want this, I want that, and they cut to the tattoo artist saying stuff, and there's some smart ass like, you can't put color on dark skin. You're wrong. And I will include links to many artists that have like killed it with dark skin tattoos. There's a whole collective that I personally follow called Ink the Diaspora. They're all about like tattoos on people of color, melanated people, dark skinned people, whatever. Like, and it's a collective that honestly ranges like internationally, I believe, but I know it's definitely at least like nationwide here. Like, that is BS and I refuse to accept it. What was her name? Lindsay, Amanda, whatever your name is. I don't know, girl. Give me a tattoo if you still feel that way. If you're watching this, let's see if we can prove you wrong and me right. Anyway, you don't hear those things, and I feel like, honestly, like, that would have probably made even more controversial TV, because had I heard that, I would have been like, skirt, cut the cameras, dead ass. What? Like, why would you say that? Do you not realize, like, that is so fucking anti-black? And I hope she's smarter now, but that was like 2.5 years ago. Also in the clips, I look like, you know, 2.5 years ago. So my appearance changes. I'm a professional makeup artist / like just costume weirdo. You know what I mean. But it's like, my look constantly changes. I'm like a chameleon, so I get it if you don't recognize me, but I can assure you probably recognize me now. So anyway, there's also a clip where they edited this clip of me being like, oh, you can't change my mind, as if I set this man up for failure. Skirt. But that takes us to the last part, which is the drama of post-production, because that is where my real issue lies with this. They treated me beautifully as a canvas. As a random person, bystander, and an extra on the show, they treated me very professionally. I have no qualms with that. It's the post-production BS that I take issue with, okay? So, first of all, I feel like they edited me to seem like I was just like the non-compliant black woman, like, you can't change my mind. Like, what? All I said was, and literally, like, he can vouch for me, is like, I only wanted these certain elements. Anything else you can do, whatever makes you feel comfortable. There was actually a point, and they didn't put it on camera because of course it doesn't make great TV, but I was like, hey, do you feel as though like you were set up because you were given a dark skin canvas? And he said, oh no, not at all, but he was really flush in the face. And then when I went back and watched the episode, mind you, I sensed that, like, and this is no shade to him whatsoever, Matt is an amazing tattoo artist. Like, honestly, if I could like go and get nothing but tattoos by him, I so would. He's right here in New York City. Amazing guy, very sweet. We were having the best conversation. And that's why I'm so offended. Because I feel like I could feel a little bit of apprehension or something. I was like, hey, like, is there anything you want to change? Like, those are just elements that I don't want to change. But if you have any ideas, bro, just tell me. No, I'm good. Okay, so, like, what's all this that I'm watching in your confessionals? And, like, you're sitting here saying, oh, I might have done it, But it's also because I feel like he did, like, do some things that might not have been like the best for the sake of the challenge or just for the sake of him being in the competition, because spoiler alert, he did go home that episode. But again, I feel like it wasn't my fault. Getting ahead of myself, because the real kicker, yeah, when you go to the judgment table portion, my tattoo looked ugly. Okay, first of all, Beyonce said very, very well, you do not use blue light on black girls. That lighting made me look so washed out. Like, seriously, so washed out. It made my tattoo look disgusting. But if you saw it in person, you're like, wow, this is a gorgeous tattoo. So I'm gonna do like a little like side-by-side comparison of what they took that day and what I took, because both of the pictures are actually on my Instagram. If you wanna see, it's at .eris, DAL.ERIS. Of course, it'll be down below, but like whatever, I just wanna say it so you can have it like in your brainwaves and your frequencies. Here, I'll actually also show you guys the way that it looks too, because it's not terrible. And again, I feel I was treated beautifully. Like, I didn't feel like they had some secret weird like racist kiki and shit. And I didn't feel any type of weird way like that. I'm putting some extra oil on my legs. I personally didn't like feel anything crazy. I don't know. I didn't feel like singled out or anything. But when I just went back and watched the episode, I was just like, damn, like, this is what y'all thought would be cute TV? Anti-blackness? This is what we do? And then on top of that, y'all don't even know how to photograph dark skin. Why do I look like that on TV? First of all, y'all have me looking like a crazy black girl that doesn't even, that's being mad aggressive. I was so affable that whole time. I'm an affable person. Do you even know what affable means? Look it up. Actually, I'll just put the definition down here. Yeah, they made me look a little crazy, and I didn't appreciate that. Not to say they had me looking like I'm like out here shucking and jiving. Like, they made me just seem like I was being really stubborn, and then they made my skin look really bad. That was a 6-hour challenge. Not for anything, he got finished in like 3.5, and then the rest was just extra etching. Your skin is tired after that, sweetie. And then you gotta just limp your way over to the photo booth and then go take a picture, and then they don't try to accommodate for different styles. Like, how dare you, how dare that be your production team? My issue is with the production team, because you should have taken measures to be able to photograph darker skin. That just did not look good on camera. And if it didn't look good on camera, then why would it look good on camera on national television? Why would it look good enough for somebody to win a competition? And again, if I was a skull pick setup, then they did a damn good job with that blue shell, because like, why is it that hard to photograph darker skin? And don't give me some BS as if like, oh, the lighting and I don't give a fuck whatever photography jargon you think you're gonna tell me. There are so many photographers out there that beautifully capture every single ounce of melanin and dark skin. So don't think that you're telling me anything that, and I'm a professional makeup artist, like, I understand this shit shows up on camera. So do you guys not have black people? Oh wait, you don't, because I don't remember seeing any. And this was like, what, October 2017? I don't remember seeing any black people on that production team. Now that I think about it, no wait, one, and I think he gave me a sandwich. Think about that. I bet he was an intern or something. I mean, I hope if he sees this, I hope he's getting paid well now. Like, I hope he's in TV and production or whatever, you know? But like, I only saw a couple that looked like me. And by a couple, I think I'm pushing it, because I only saw like one. And he fed me a sandwich. Anyway, before I get too deep, before my jokes become taken a little bit too seriously or further than what they should be, I just really wanted to come and make a video really quick about this, because I'm very passionate about body modification and tattoos. I don't have a chest piece or anything yet. This area is still pretty bare, but the most tattooed portion of me is, I would say, my arm. I don't have like any, I have large pieces, but they're not conjoined yet. Like, I'm slowly making my way there. But anyway, so I'm like digressing. Let me show you the stinking tattoo. That's the tattoo modern day. I mean, personally, I love my tattoo. It's one of my favorite pieces. Sorry, I'm like tying my dress back up. It's one of my favorite pieces to date, and that's why I'm like so sad that it just doesn't get the right amount of credit that it deserves. Matt definitely did put his hand and foot in this shit, his hands literally, in this tattoo. There are some, I would say, like design flaws, but I mean, for what it is, this is a beautiful tattoo. He told me that this tattoo in his shop would be about $800 to $1,200. So I'm mad that I just got a really dope tattoo and like all they did was make me look stupid on national television. Like, it's like you can't be mad, but like how mad can you really be? I mean, I guess I don't look stupid, but I definitely did receive some weird like DMs and like threats. Like somebody was like, oh, I should kill myself. Like it's all my fault that Matt's not on the competition anymore. And I'm like, I don't know what angry neck beard Cheeto dust fingers having ass incel got himself so worked up to point his keyboard at me, but that has nothing to do with me, sweetheart. Take it up with the people that run the production team. Or you know what? You feel so strongly about it, you become a tattoo artist. You become the next fucking ink master. Okay, this has nothing to do with me. I was just a body. But I definitely did have fun. If I was able to go on Ink Master again, or if this were to ever cause enough of a stir for me to get like a redemption tattoo, or just let me host a fucking show, let me do both. I can assure you I will blow you away, okay? Blow you away. I'm a great hostess. I'm a hostess with the mostest. Regardless, that was my video of me talking about my entire experience. If you have any questions, comments, or concern about anything that you think I might have skipped over, please leave it down below in the comments. I definitely read my comments. It might take a couple business days, 2 weeks, 2 months for me to get back, but I definitely do. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys hopefully in the next video. Make sure to share with your friends and your family, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I just wanted to do this for any dark-skinned person that might have been on the show themselves and maybe they had a similar experience. Anybody that was ever thinking about signing up for Ink Master, they wanted to know what an experience would be like. Well, here's mine, and I'm sure like mine might have been an iconic moment for you that you didn't realize was so iconic. So here's like the behind-the-scenes tea on that one. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to share with your mama, your sister, your friend, your cousin's daddy, your cousin's daddy's best friend's auntie's best friend's wife's mistress. Yeah. Bye.